We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Burrow here on 2nd down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. A gain there of 15. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Gets to the edge at the 30. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Got his man at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal.
12.
Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Right to the air goes Daniels. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Von Bell, the veteran safety, is there on the play. Third and 9.
Ready.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Okay, break.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
10 through 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
I I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. A carry here for Brown. He is in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
19 Lions. Stop low 18. Ready,
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's Eckler. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
79 Broncos.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 12.
They'll run here with Brown. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll try to run for it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
Here's Brown. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's get set. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11. Stop.
Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Now a timeout, Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Twelve. 11. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase of what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and 3rd down coming up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
11 MT. Stop.
Burrow. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Andre Yosibon. Touchdown, Bengals.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Ranger, 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And this will be incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60, 18, Pioneer.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is hot! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Go! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And If they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To the air again is Daniels. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Ready, ready.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Ready.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
On 1, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one.
Here we go.
3rd and very long.
Thomas.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down.
11.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Shot. Top low, 18. Let go.
Throwing is Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play.
With the score,
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Ready.
2nd down and 8.
Back in 60. Ready. Ready.
Now Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Washington.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
11 empty. Stop.
On the ground, it's Brown. He's to the 35. Look at him go. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, you talk about being able to flip the field. You won't find many longer runs than this, Mike, that don't end up resulting in a touchdown. He nearly took this all the way. That was incredible.
Here's a chance to put this game away.
Gun.
1st down and goal.
Stop.
A short game. Down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion.
Stop.
They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McPherson now for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Bengals up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bengals have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Get it? Mustang 19.
Daniels now on first down. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Daniels. Hit as he threw it, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Warrior 70. Ready, ready.
Throwing again, Daniels. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on. And he's got another one. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
On the double.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Check out.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll go right and find his running back. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dive.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Come on.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Here we go.
His drive will start on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
On 2, ready?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Just set. Stop.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Gun. Stop.
Right back to him on 1st down. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second.
Here we go.
And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
12, 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
Second down, Burrow. That one intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up here, first
60
and 10.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Stephanie. Ready.
Daniels now going to look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game.
Here we go, set. 18, Pioneer.
Here we go. One final play. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do this. The landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12. Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Let's get set.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Handing it off to Brown to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Here we go.
And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mighty. 11.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
Here we go.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one big.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go now.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
60 Maverick.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another 1st down.
Here's Daniels. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 8. Throwing now is Daniels. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Eckler is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
11.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
11 MT
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Let's go now. Cardinal.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's Eckler again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Third and 8.
18 Rattler. Panther 11. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11 mighty.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
11 MT. 11.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So this game tied at the half, and we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They go play action. Daniels. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Steps away to his left. Ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get this on past the 45 to the 47. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Washington on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Eleven MT. 11.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On 2.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Gun. Got. Twelve.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 12.
Here we go.
Right back to Brown. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to find Ertz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now 2nd and 4.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Come on, come on. Hit. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels flushed out right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
18 Rattler.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down and 10 yards to go.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Daniels going to throw for it. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To the air goes Daniels. Open man is the tight end John Bates. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for him here the entire second half.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Cut 19! Cut 19! They're not 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Shot 60! Shot 60! Ready, ready?
Here's Daniels. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Daniels. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Gun, gun. Got.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're